Hello, and thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be discussing how I made this bracket. This is a scrap piece of aluminum. Go ahead and get it the size here, starting off with a face milling operation. What I'm doing here is just cleaning off the top side here so it's nice and flat. Go ahead and deburt it and put it back in. Now I'm going to take off a considerable amount more of material here, so I can get a measurement, see how much more I got to go. Should probably only be like about 20 thousandths left here, and that should take it the size. Once this is done, I'll be doing the sides. Luckily, I found a piece that was already the correct thickness. Here I'm putting in a 1/2 inch Swift carb. This is a really nice end mill. It's 2 flute. Cuts through aluminum like butter. Went ahead and faced the one side, cleaned it up, put it back in, and take a little bit more off so I can get a measurement here. This piece was quite a bit larger than I wanted, but it was scrap, so whatever. If it was steel or something like that, I'd just bandsaw a little bit more closer to size, but since it's aluminum, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the material. Usually when I'm doing this, I cut up kind of high on the end mill. Typically that doesn't really get used too much, so I try and use the end mill as much as I can. And it's a little bit more rigid too because it's less flute length. Right now I'm going to start edge finding it. Edge finding is basically just locating your workpiece in your coordinate grid so you know where you're at. Make sure you get the holes in the right spot. And then we're going to put the keyless chuck in here and spot some locations for our drill bit. Usually try and get a little bit more than what I'm actually doing here as far as material, so get a good straight drill, straight hole. And these are just light packs. Got the mister on, it just helps. Aluminum's kind of gummy when you cut it, likes to stick. But it's pretty simple as far as metals go. And I just put my spot tool back in to go ahead and clean up those holes so everything looks all nice. I put back in my 1/2 inch end mill, and I'll be putting some pockets in here. You can also countersink it too for the head of the bolt, but this particular design had pockets in it. Start off by doing a rough cut once I figure out how far over it's supposed to be. I'm going to set all those points, and I'll go ahead and do a rough cut, and then I'll flip it around and do the other side. And once that's done, I'll go ahead and bring it down to the depth that I need, and go ahead and do the finish cuts. And then the other side here. And I'll throw the keyless chuck back in here so I can clean up those holes again. And went ahead and set up for the radius I need to put in here for the what it's going to be clamping down. I just wrote a program for this. It's just 4 passes. Just going ahead and taking out as much material as I can here. And then once this last pass happens, that slug will drop out. And I'll do a finish pass here. Usually about 8 or 10 thousandths left down there. And then we'll go and pull it out and clean it up. And that's it. Simple little project. Didn't take long. Scrap material. It'll do somebody good. Thanks for watching.